Open your wings of freedom. Karati lachem dror. Be a sparrow, a free bird, and fly to your freedom. There are birds that cannot be kept in jail, in prison. I'm one. I'm one. I'm like that. I'm not able to be under no kind of control. I'm a free soul. That's me. That's who that I am. If you like that, you must go away. You must be who that you are. You must set yourself free. No one will set you free. No one in the world will set you free. There will be one that will tell you that you should set yourself free. Yes, that's Mashiach. Mashiach will tell you that you should set yourself free. Mashiach will not going to come and open the gates of every door of every house. No. He won't be a locksmith breaking doors. No. He will tell you, set yourself free. That's Mashiach. Mashiach will tell you that you're a free person. He will tell you, Ata ben chorin, you're a free person. That's what Mashiach will tell you. What do you want Mashiach to do? To slap your father, to hit your mother, to rebuke your company, your boss? What do you want Mashiach to do for you? Mashiach, he came for you. Mashiach, he came to you to tell you, hi, how are you? Do you remember who you are? Do you remember climbing on the trees when you were 7? You remember jumping above the fence when you were 12? You remember yourself playing with your friends with basketball? You remember stealing those bikes and making a lot of fun, having a lot of fun down the hill? You remember running away from school and be a free person and ran straight to the beach, to the sea, and you swim alone and you were happy and it was only you and Hashem and the sun and the sky and the water. You remember going fishing in the river? You remember? That's you. That's Mashiach. That's what Mashiach gonna wake up your memory to remind you, hi, do you remember that you're a pirate? You remember that you were a pirate? You remember that you're a rebel? You remember that you're a soldier? You remember that you want to fight? You remember that you love fighting? Do you remember that you have an opinion? Do you remember that you like to say what you think? Do you remember that you like to sing? Do you remember that you like to dance? Do you remember that you know how to illustrate, how to paint, how to run? You remember that you love to jog? You remember that you like sports? Do you remember that you love to learn Torah? Do you remember that you were fascinated when you were in 3rd grade and your teacher, she told you something from Parashat Shavua and you loved it? Do you remember that you loved the stories from the Bibles since you were a tiny kid? Do you remember that? Your desire? Do you remember that you found yourself walking with Avraham Avinu, with Rachel Imenu, with Yaakov, walking with them, with the herds? You were a shepherd in your dreams. Do you remember the force? Use the force, Luke. Do you remember that you believed that you have the force like Luke? Do you remember those days that you had that power of faith? Faith in yourself, that you thought that you can fly like Superman, that you will always gonna be like Robin Hood, going and saving the poor. Do you remember? That's who that you are. So go and be that one.